Alright farmers, it's Monday the 21st of August and we're back with some mods. So after being away on my holidays again for another week, I've just realised I've got no more holidays till Christmas break. Yeah, that's quite depressing, but we'll start today with the water tower. So this is by Doodoo, 3.18 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and containers. Now I must admit, that looks like something from Harry Potter. Oh, that is. It's 15 grand to place down, and the best thing about it is it's free water. Yeah, just come and fill it up. Although to be fair, can we go inside? Just got a glimpse in the crack of that door there. Looked like you go inside, but that looks awesome. I mean, yeah, I've been to Harry Potter World recently, and that just reminds me of it. Oh, that is brilliant. Right, next up is Radio Tower Pack. This is by OTG, 8.15 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these two, because there's two of them and they're massive, in the construction menu and under productions and generators, because we're going to be making a bit of cash for these. So you've got this one here, the first one, Radio Tower, 132 grand a month. So they're going to cost you 67 grand, or you could go for a rusty version. A little bit cheaper, 32 grand's going to cost you, but you're going to make 52,800. Yeah, I mean, something different. I mean, you do need a big area because we've got the poles themselves. The furthest ones out come all the way out there. Obviously, you know, they go out into a triangle sort of scenario. So you are going to need plenty of space on it. But then again, 132 grand a month. That's all right. Right, next up is Large Garage. This is by Michu77, 42.17 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu, and as you can imagine, it's going to be under sheds. So we'll scroll along to find it. Oh, there we are. 60 grand to place down, and as the name suggests, it's a garage, shed, whatever you want to call it. Come up to the door like that, open it up. Inside, fair enough. Bit of junk in the corner. We'll come over to here. You've got a light switch there, so turn it on with B. Turns the shed lights on. We'll go back out of this door. There we are. So we'll come around here like that. Got another door that opens in there, so we'll go into that one as well. Obviously got a bit of a, I'm going to call it a lean-to, sort of extension on the front. Why not? A bit more junk in the corner over there as well. Got a light switch by the door as well there. Yeah, that's all right. We can come out of there, and we've got this bit at the end. Can we go into these doors? It's given an option to turn the light on there. It's going to be outside lights, but you can't go in. We're not getting the option to come up to go in, mind you. Alright, fair enough. That end bit is just for decoration. That being said, though, yeah, a bit alright. I mean, you're not going to fit massive pieces of equipment in there, mind you, but for, you know, normal tractors and pallets and bales, yeah, that'll do you nicely. Right, next up is Barman Cowshed. This is by Arku, 18.02 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it, as you can imagine, in the construction menu and under animals. So there we are, 70 grand to place down. It's going to hold 14 cows. And you come up to it, you've got your animal dialogue box just there. We'll open up that door. And your loading in point for your feed and your straw. The animals are static, even though I've got 14 in already. You've got your milk taking out point there. We'll open up these doors like that, and then that one, and then that one. And a bit of a shed on the side. Drive-through options, you've got these doors that open as well. There we are. And we come around the back, you've got your taking out point for your slurry. Open up that door if you want to have a bit of a drive-through when you're loading your feed in. And then this bit in here, it's a bit strange, because you come up the steps, and you can go through the door. We don't need to open it. It's I don't know if that door's got collisions on then, because that's a bit strange. You can get out no problem, it's nothing, but alright, it is what it is. That being said though, I mean, the building looks great. Right, next up is American Husbandry Set. This is by Lancy Boy, 27.1 megabyte on the download. You're going to find him in the construction menu and under animals, and the first lot is under cows. We've got this one here, 250 grand, cow shed with pasture. It's going to hold 200 cows. Then we move on to the second one, which is enclosed cow barn. It's going to cost you 425 grand, 125 cows go into there. And then we come to the last one, which is under pigs. There we are, and that's going to cost you 35 grand. It's going to hold 50 pigs. Fair enough. Now, Lancy Boy does great mods, I must admit, and these are no different. So you come up to it, you've got your animal dialogue box there, Obviously got 60 cows in already, 200 going in. You come down here, you got your loading in point for your food and your food only. Straw doesn't go into here, that's just your TMR and your hay and your grass and whatever you're feeding it. You then got your water input for there, and your straw goes into here. Now, what's good about this? It's these bales in the middle. They're not actually bales. You fill your straw up with loose stuff over there, and these fill up. So as the cows go through it, they're going to lower down. And it's the same with the water. You load in the water, and it rises up as it loads in. And it'll go down as it gets drunk. That is ace. I do like that. And then we'll come around this side, because it's got a built-in manure heap. That's always good. Just in there for you. And then down this end, you're going to have the taking out point for your slurry. Fair enough. So we'll go on to the second one. Again, it's got a built-in manure heap. You've then got a loading in point for your straw and feed at the front here. You've got your taking out point for your slurry. And then you've got your taking out point for your milk there. And then your animal dialogue box just there. Now, you will notice that on the other one, there is no taking out point of milk. That's because the other one is primarily for doing beef cattle. So you wouldn't get milk generally. That's what it's there for. So if you want to do your beef cows, you go for that one. If you want to do your dairy, you go for this one. Fair enough. Well, to be fair, either of them, they're great. They do look good. I mean, look at that building. That's ace. Oh, love it. Then we'll come down here and we've got our pig pen. You've got taking out point for your slurry. You got your loading in point for your water. Just had a little bath. Why not? You've got your animal dialogue box there. You've got your loading in point for your food and straw. This takes straw. It's interesting. Now there's no manure heap, mind you, because that's slurry taking out point. So you will need to place down a manure heap, bunker, whatever you want to call it, at the side. And you should be able to get straw, get manure out of it. Of course you get straw out of it. You're putting straw in, but are they all outside? Oh, there we are. They're running around outside. Alright, my little bacon sandwich. Oh, fair enough. That's ace. I mean, bang a manure heap down and away you go. Oh, I like them. I like them a lot. And once you've placed your cow barn and your pig pen down, you're going to need something to feed them with. And you've got these two. This is the Feed Mixing Plants XXL. This is by DS Power, 4.93 megabyte on the download. You're going to find both of these in the construction menu and onto productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. There you are. They both cost 50 grand. You just got one for TMR and one for pig food. Fair enough. But what I like about these is you even got the pictures on the front. So you got the cow there. You got the pig there. And at the back, if we jump up a little, you can see you got the icons that need to go in. So you got, what's that? Canola, wheat, potato. Oh, and corn. Corn's the first one. Fair enough. And obviously you got your TMR mixture. You will need to put in some mineral feed on this one. So you go into the production chains like that. There we are. So TMR 1500 hay, 1500 silage, 500 straw, and 50 mineral feed. That'll give you 3550 TMR. And then pretty much, well, that's a little bit less actually. 1500 potato, 450 corn, 450 wheat, and 250 canola gives you 2650. So that produces a little less, but obviously pigs don't eat as much as cows because they're smaller. That being said though, loading at the top, taken out at the side. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the 2600 kilo weight. This is by Black Tiger, 2.8 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under weights. So it's a 1650 price tag. And it's 2.6 ton, as the name would suggest. You then got Design, Standard, Agco, Class, Deutz-Fahr, Fendt, John Deere, Voucher, then back to nothing. Warning signs, yes or no, puts those on the front. Lights, small, big, medium, or no. Go for the big ones, see where you're going. Reflectors, no, yellow, red, or no, puts those on the side. Fire extinguisher, puts it around the back like that. Fair enough. Fire extinguisher small, puts it on that side, and then back to nothing. Then got reflector stripes, no, reflector stripes red, white, both, or nothing. So you want on the side, on the front, or both of them. Then got attacher type, so 550mm upper connector, 580, 600, 630, and then back to 550. So that's part of the 3-point linkage, to be fair. Just depends how high it is on your tractor. And then you got the main colour. You go for whichever one you want. That's alright, that is. You need to wait to keep either end of your tractor down. This will sort you out nicely. Right, next up is the John Deere 100 Plough Chisel. This is by Sloitches Modding, 6.46 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under ploughs. 130 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3.7 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, £2,500. That's alright actually for a plough, £2,500. You know, if you're starting off a bit of a role play, a bit of a start from scratch, you know, this could be your stepping stone into something a little bigger. Very nice. Right, next up is the Brewery Field Pack. This is by Patrick, 28.53 megabyte on the download. You're going to find both of these under slurry tankers. So we've got the Field Master 20 and then the Field Commander 26. Now the difference between the two is going to be the horsepower requirement that you need. So 220 for the 20 and then 275 for the 26. And obviously, as the name would suggest, the capacity. So the 20's got 20,000 litres and the 26 has got 26,000 litres. Slurry and digestate, you go for whichever one you want. So we'll go into this one because all the options are going to be the same. So 110 grand to buy on this one. You then got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. You got main colour. Yeah, let's go for the usual, why not? Does the framework. Design colour again. Does the main tank. Design colour again. We'll go for red. Does that bin there. And then rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. Fair enough. Now, that being said, there's no working width on the back, so you will need to put some sort of boom hose on it. But that's alright, that is. Right, next up is Electric Skateboard. This is by Grubby, 1.22 megabyte on the download. And this is brilliant. You're going to find it in the miscellaneous category. It's got a 30 horsepower engine, although to be fair, 30 horsepower on a skateboard, that's insane. 12 mile an hour top speed, although we can change that a little. 600 to buy. Then got it limited to 20 kilometre an hour or 12 mile an hour. You can then change that to 60 kilometre an hour on a skateboard. Oh, that's going to graze some knees, definitely. Then you got the decal, no or yes. Puts like a bit of reflective strip around the edge. Then you got main colour. We'll go with that. Does the main board. Then design colour. Go for something that's going to stand out, actually. Go for green. Can't really see it, mind you, but it does the tape around the edge. Now, oh, this is awesome. You start it up as normal, even though it's a skateboard that you push along yourself. You have a little, got the hill. Woohoo! Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I'm now stuck. Dear oh dear, let's carry on. Right, next up is the John Deere 6M7R. This is by GL Mods, 25.8 megabyte on the download. And the 6M is under small tractors and the 7R is under large tractors. Fair enough. We'll go into the 6M first. So this has got a 130 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 109.5 grand to buy. You can then change the engine output to 140 or back to 130. Just the two engine outputs. You then got the usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. Although we have got some options there. Have we got any narrows on anything? Just look wide and normal, to be fair. Alright, fair enough. You then got glass, standard, average, dark, or standard. So that's going to be the tint. Beacons, left, right, both, GPS, complete, or standard. So complete is beacons left and right and the GPS, fair enough. Attacher, front weight, 3-point or front weight. Front loader attacher, John Deere or nothing. Rim colour, let's go black. Why not? Something a little different. Oh no, that's alright. Nice little tractor. And then we've got the 7R to finish off. Obviously under large tractors, as I said before, 305 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, 247.5 grand to buy on this one. You can change the engine output to 332, 352, 373, 388, or back to 305. Then again, you've got usual shenanigans to the wheel brands and the tyres. Then you've got design, EU, US, or EU, so the US sort of puts those indicator stalks out. Glass, same as before, is going to be the tint. Then you've got attachers, 3-point, front loader, or 3-point, and then rim colour. Yeah, the pink doesn't go with the green, but that being said, they both look ace. Right, next up is the Yan Tanker 10,000. This is by Surveyor Text, Teak Modding and Eduardo Vieira. 13.76 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Auger Wagon. So as the name would suggest, it's got a 10,000 litre capacity. Only requires 60 horsepower from your tractor. So that's all right. 15 grand to buy. You can then change the configuration up to 13,000. 13,000 again with slightly different boards on the top. Then back to 10,000. You then got the Wheelbrand Lizard Rice Wheels 1, Rice Wheels 2, BKT, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Trelleborg, Friedstein, back to Lizard. What's these Rice Wheels? Oh, different tyre patterns. Oh, that's ace. That's ace. Decal model 1, 2, or 1. Accessories, rod. Interesting. What's That's it. That's a shovel. But all right, fair enough. And that, hold on, so we've got nothing. We then go rod, which is a shovel. We then got shovel, which doesn't seem to add anything. Unless I'm completely missing it. And then we're back to nothing. All right, fair enough. Cover tarp, yes or no. Then you got the main colour, plenty of reds, or the usual. Let's go with that, why not? Tarpaulin cover, we'll go with the usual again. Just like that. Tarpaulin border cover. Oh, let's go for green. Does the edges. Oh, I like that. I mean, if not, after a little auger wagon for you, this will sort you out nicely. Right, next up is the Annaberger HTS 2279 Multiland Plus. This is by VBM Modding, 25.57 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him in a various different categories. Just come down to your mods and DLCs. It's a lot easier. So we'll start off with this one, the basic chassis, HTS 2279 basic chassis, 31,602 to buy. You then got Trelleborg, Michelin, and Trelleborg, just the two. All right, fair enough. Couple of different options in there. You then got design, spoiler normal, spoiler folded. I would have said that's a bumper rather than a spoiler, but all right, fair enough. Main colour, black, red, green, 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 or green. I'll go with Fent green. I'm a Fent fan. Rim colour, red, red or yellow. Fair enough. And obviously you're going to need to get that first so you can fit the other stuff that's in this pack on top of it. And we'll start off with this one. The HTS 2279 Classic Liner. 26,000 litre capacity. 13.5 grand to buy. You then got the option to change the capacity to 33,000 or 26. Design standard. Warning triangle on the back there, fair enough. You then got warning signs, reflective stripes, warning triangle and warning signs, warning triangle and reflective stripes, warning stripes and reflective stripes, or everything. Yeah, have it all on so people can see you in the dark. Unloading mechanics, standard, left, or standard. So you want to open it up to the left, fair enough. Main colour, again, matches up with the rest of it, fair enough. We then move on to this one, the Universal Muck Spreader. Excellent. 17,000 litre capacity, 200 horsepower requirement. Got 24 metre working width. That's all right. 12 mile an hour working speed, just under 30 grand to buy. They've got capacity, you can up that to 23,000 litres or back to 17. Then you've got design standard, warning triangle. So we're going to have the same again now, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, we don't have no reflective stripes, actually. Fair enough. Main colour, like the rest of the pack, match it all up. And then we got the last bit, the actual GFK tank module. 18,000 litre capacity, 180 horsepower requirement, 18 metre working width, 10 mile an hour working speed, 31 grand plus a bit of change. Then got liquid manure and digestate, water, liquid fertiliser and herbicide, liquid manure and digestate. So depending on which one you go for, it's going to depend on what you can put in the back. Fair enough. So just be a little bit careful with that. You don't have to go back to the shop and adjust it. You then got design standard, warning triangle, warning signs, and then back to standard. Attachers, applicator, trailer and hitch, or applicators. If you want to go for something a little bit bigger, maybe like a drag hose or something like that, go for the trailer and hitch. And then you've got the main colour, again, to match up the rest of the pack. Oh, I like that. That's all right. That is muck spreader, slurry spreader, container. Yeah, very nice. And the last mod for the day is the Liebherr LRS 645. This is by Kenny456, 15.89 megabyte on the download. and you're going to find this insane machine on the forestry equipment. Look at the state of it. 362 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour top speed, 320 grand to buy. That claw on the front, as you've probably already seen the thumbnail, can pick up pretty much anything. Pick up a John Deere tractor, no problem. We then got the option to put a container on it if you wanted to. Well, a container grabber anyway. So if you're using those ones, is it Hispano? Yeah, this will work with that, no problem. Oh, I'm just going to go for the forestry crane. That's ace. Absolutely ace. Got the usual shenanigans of the wheel brands and the tyres. Then got main colour. We'll go with the usual. Why not? Main colour 2. We'll go with something a little different. Does those bits. Main colour 3. We'll go with a blue so it stands out. Does those bits. And then rim colour. Oh, chrome. Yes. Yes, indeed. Now this is awesome. Look at the state of it. I mean, it's the usual shenanigans with the crane. There's nothing special like that. But if you come around this side, and you do LB and left on the D-pad, open covers. There you are. You can like service it if you wanted to. Just come in there. Oh yeah, we need to add a little bit of oil, change the filter, whatever. That's awesome. But it just, the whole thing on this is brilliant. I mean, open it up. No, I'm not good with forestry equipment, mind you, but imagine what you could get in there and then lift it up. I mean, I've already had a tractor in it. That is brilliant. We've also got a new map. So this is Castile and Leon New Horizon. This is by Alberto, 650.1 megabyte on the download, and it says it's got many immersive features and details. Interesting. Got a few updates as well. So we've got Osticoots 22 by Taker LS. Now that does say it needs a new save on that one. We've got Ballon Road Dairy Farming by FS Landscaping, and that needs a new save as well. Got the American Flatbed Pack by Gamer Designs. We've got Logshed and Workshop by BK Mods. And we've got the Planet PNH Extension by Castor DS Agri Service. So that's your mods done for you. Why not hit that join button? Come join us on Andy's Farm. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.